y'all, this is hikarisilver coming at you with another video. Sorry it's been a while, been busy, but I finally got a chance and I really wanted to do a deep dive into everything that's been talked about the Persona 3 Reload trailer. So, without further ado, let's get into it. As always, guys, I recommend that you like, comment, subscribe, and share my content. Click that notification bell to know when my latest videos drop. I'm also now streaming on Twitch, sometimes YouTube, but mostly Twitch, and you can find those links and everything else on my channel. So, let's get into it. So, recently we got an announcement about Persona 3 Reload, which is a ground up remake of the original game that came out on PlayStation 2 back in 2006. And that, honestly, was my first experience with the game. And in general, the Persona and Shin Megami Tensei series, which has been enamored with me since. But I want to give you guys a little timeline so that you can get some context about why this is so impactful. So this is a little bit off kilter here, but basically what makes this so impactful is that back in 2006 we got on the PlayStation 2, and then with about a year or so later when we got Persona 2 Fez, I played it. So basically we're already at me playing / paying twice, and at the time in 2006 I didn't really have a lot of money to play and time, but I did. So now we're fast forwarding to 08, 09, we get an announcement of it releasing a portable version on the PSP, PlayStation Portable, and at the time I was like, oh, that sounds great. You get a chance to play as a FemC, which was different, but it was completely striped down of the things that made it unique back on the PlayStation 2, and it completely removed the answer, which was more expansion upon Aegis and other details in the Persona 3 storyline. It was more like a visual novel to me. Fine, played it, loved it. A few years later, I ended up getting a PS Vita, re-downloaded it from the store, played it again. So we're already at 4 times playing, maybe 3 paying. And then recently, and a few months ago, we got the Persona 4 Golden and the Persona 3 Portable announcement, and I downloaded and bought it again twice. Once on my Switch, once on my PlayStation 5. Not a big deal. Played them both, and now I'm sitting here, not even maybe 2-3 months later, hearing about an announcement of Persona 3 Reload, a grounds up remake, which is ridiculous. So Atlus knows how to milk us for all it's worth, and it has got the Persona community and the Shin Megami Tensei community a little bit in an uproar, and I'm gonna explain why. So basically, within a year, you're paying for the same game twice, but not entirely. So what got me after watching this spectacular trailer is that it's more modernized. It looks like it's using the Persona 5 engine, and for me, I like the vanilla version of P3, that PS2 Fez experience. And unfortunately for us that do love Fez and the answer, we're not gonna get this, but knowing Atlus, they're gonna make the answer a DLC. And that DLC is gonna be something different, I'm telling you. Now, it has been confirmed that there is no FemC route. I'm not too torn up about it, to be honest, but honestly, I would have thought with Reload at least, it would be the definitive addition to play P3. You've got the answer, you got the FemC, you've got a little bit more additional context, and it looks like there's more content in here this time, more easier to build your social links than it was in the original P3 vanilla version, and of course, you have control over your party, which may or may not be a bad thing, but man, back in P3 vanilla, that AI control party really made me almost pull my hair out a few times. But I gotta say, when I initially saw the trailer, I saw the blue kind of outline and it matches Makoto so well. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe it will change to pink if we choose the FemC in the beginning, and then that's just not the case. Now, do I see Atlas potentially doing something with the FemC? I don't know. It's all up in the air at this point. There's no new personas that are going to be released in this edition that I'm aware about, but honestly, Atlas knows what it's doing. Whether we like it or not, we're paying for P3 again. And what shocked me is that not the release date of early 2024, but honestly on Xbox. So luckily for me, I do have a Series S that I recently got thanks to my spouse, and I love him for it. So it looks like I'm gonna keep my Game Pass open for a while so that I can at least play Persona 3 Reload. But with Atlas, you know, they're gonna release it multi-platform. I don't think it's gonna stay on Xbox indefinitely. It looks like Atlas is trying to shy away from that exclusivity a little bit, but it's hard to say. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be on Game Pass, so that's a day one for me, and I'm all for it. Now, what our fears are in the community, like how they did Soul Hackers 2, which I made a video about ages ago, or feels like ages ago, you get the improvement upon the game through DLC. The answer, whether we like it or not, I really believe in my soul and core, I can't speak, in my soul and core, is that it is going to be DLC. Now, whether Atlas will actually price it correctly, I don't know. Personally, I'm thinking maybe 25, 30 for the DLC, because the answer in itself can be considered its own game. I mean, it really expands upon some of the things that weren't really explained correctly in the vanilla version. I'm also going to address the elephant in the room. I can't just not. Persona 3 Portable. Like, can we just acknowledge that when we got it on all these modern consoles, we were really thinking that it was going to be what is Persona 3 Reload, grounds up, maybe a little bit more of graphical improvement, but that was not the case. Now, Persona 4 Golden looks amazing on modern consoles to a certain extent. There's a little bit of sections where, especially on my PS5 or even my Switch, where I'm like, that looks a little rough there, but we didn't get that with that release of that package. We did get the ability to control our party, but for most people, it's a coin toss. If you like the visual novel style and not being able to rip and run around the town and then the port, then it's not gonna bother you like it'd bother everyone else. But we're just waiting for more information at this point, and the more and more I go on YouTube, the more and more I see other content creators or JRPG content creators, and I love us all, where we're really frustrated. And this seems to be a trend, not just in the JRPG JRPG community, or let alone Atlas, but it seems like other companies are doing this trend where we're gonna re-release a game at a certain price point and it's gonna get crazy. Now you guys have to excuse me, I'm doing this video impromptu, I'm outside, so I really wanted to drive home the fact that I am personally excited for this. I just hope Atlas does have the chance to listen to the community and see what we want and evolve. But you know, at the end of the day, it is a business. But is it the business of keeping us engaged and loving what they're doing? Well guys, that was pretty much my dissertation of everything going on. I'm gonna end my video right here. Like I said in the beginning, click that notification bell to know what I'm posting on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and as always guys, remember to really play games.